Opportunity to spotlight the amazing Latin culture in the NBA and its global fan base. Joined by Grant Hill and Tim Legler, this is Brian Anderson, and we'll have Ali LaForce reporting for us. Taking a look at some numbers here for Luka Doncic.
Over his last 10 games, his three-point shooting has gotten a lot better. He looks very confident from deep. There's no doubt he's got the green light to shoot from his coaching staff.
Now Washington's starting five. We've got Davis. Johnson is out there with Trae Young. Then it's Keyshawn George. And it's Champagnie at the four-man spot. And for the Lakers, Luka and Reeves are the 1 and the 2. Jake LaRavia is out there with James. And it's Ayton in at the center, locking down the middle. Facing off in this one, we've got two teams that preach player movement and ball movement legs.
Oh, that's right. And you can tell that by the assist numbers. The ball is really hopping, smart, unselfish basketball, a lot of player movement off ball as well, forcing those defenses to chase them.
What's that old saying? The ball brings energy.
It certainly does.
Now, here is James. Here's LaRavia. The shot's good on the assist by James.
Well, LeBron is still that good at getting others the ball. What a clever kick-out pass.
Back to Young. Fires for three. Rebound by the Lakers. Pass to Reeves. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Here's Doncic. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Oh, my. Tight defense, but Doncic just muscles it in.
Here's Champagnie. Beyond the arc. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Lakers. LaRavia outside. Now, here is James. Oh,
nice. Wow. What an athletic slam by LeBron, showing these young guys how it's done.
What a sensational move captured from the connected cam, sponsored by AT&T. Washington has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Champagnie. And again, Washington with a triple.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
And let's send it over to Ali LaForce.
Well, J.J. Redick had a few moments to share with me. He spoke about their defensive schemes tonight, especially in relation to Anthony Davis. He said it's essential that we limit his impact. We have to stay strong inside and not allow Davis to intimidate us no matter what. Strong words from Coach. We'll see if his guys can make it happen. Back to you guys.
As always, Ali, we thank you. Well, Grant, this is the 3rd season under this front office for the Wizards.
And bringing experience from years working for the Oklahoma City Thunder, their commitment level to building the right way is rock solid.
And Doncic with the jam.
Going on the attack, Luka doesn't give them a chance to get between him and the rim.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Outside Johnson. George passes to Johnson. To the middle. Here's Young. Here's Davis. And finished off by Davis.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. George against Doncic. Fires from 14. And George gets it to go on the assist by Davis.
A nice ball movement there. AD picking up the assist.
Pulls it from the top of the key. Again, Los Angeles. Wizards trail by 4. Young looking for an opening. Pass to Champagnie. Davis against Ayton. From 11 feet away. Oh, rejected by Ayton. And he's going for the lob. Stolen by Davis. George with it. Picked up by Reeves. George passes to Davis. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. Austin Reeves picks one up. Size and shooting touch always in demand, legs, and 2 things that Keyshawn George possesses.
Yeah, he's an interesting combination because he grew up playing point guard, but hit a growth spurt later on. So he's got the vision and ball handling skills of a point, but now he's adding that scoring prowess of an off guard.
A player to watch for sure.
No doubt.
Well, Grant, the Lakers captured the 3 seed last season, but only the 8th best point differential in the West. What does that tell you?
It tells me that they overachieved in the regular season, but a team this star-studded has postseason aspirations as well. That's where they'll look to improve.
And let's look at the Western Conference standings as the playoffs approach. You look at the Lakers. They're currently in 4th place, a solid spot to be in late in the year.
When I look at the Lakers, they're so focused on holding their ground now in the last month of the season. And of course, missing the play-in tourney means extra time to rest. They know how crucial that is for the playoffs.
Now here's Johnson. In the game against Portland, very impressive. And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. Here's Davis, 15 in his last outing. Pass to George. There's Young with the 3.
Encouraging to see Doncic hustle like this on defense, wanting to make an impact and doing just this.
This one for 3. The shot's good on the assist by James. Doncic has got 12.
Well, that's helping your team. By and large, he's taking shots he knows he can make.
Here's Young. And he banks in the layup.
And we know Trae Young will hurt you from deep, but when he's getting inside and scoring around the rim, it just makes him that much more difficult to contain.
Kicks it to Doncic. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
He's going off this quarter, a huge reason why this team is on top.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Lakers.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
Now here's Young. Impressive scoring stats with around 27 points a game. Shots good by Carrington.
Both teams are hot. Woo! This is a fun one to watch.
Yeah, both ways. We're seeing a nice rhythm offensively. Now let's see which team can come up with some stops.
Few guys distribute better than Doncic. He's got good instincts for when and where to send the ball.
The Wizards trail by 4. Coulibaly up top. Hachimura covering. It's stolen by James. Smart passes to Doncic. Shoots over Young. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. 17 points in the game.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
And it's out of bounds to the Wizards as Washington retains possession. Vanderbilt's checked in for the Lakers. D'Angelo Russell, he's checked in for Washington. Washington has gone 3 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. Coulibaly on the wing. No good with the triple. And Doncic has got the ball here for Los Angeles. 6-point game. They want to keep rolling here following the win against Brooklyn.
In that game, they were the enforcers, and they were also efficient. That's the kind of balance coaches look for.
It really showed you how together they were as a team, playing for one another.
8 for 10 out of the gate. He couldn't ask for a much better start.
The 3 from Russell. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. The Lakers lead by 8. Hayes with it. Picked up by Coulibaly. Smart outside. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Whitmore. And he buries his first look.
Athleticism showing through from Whitmore. He doesn't need much room at all to operate in close.
Free throw line jumper. Again, the Lakers.
And another bucket for him. What a quarter he has had.
And there's the foul. It's on Jackson Hayes. That's his first foul of the game. And Washington making a change here. Davis is checked in.
Checking in for the Wizards, number 23.
On defense, Los Angeles. They're leading by 8. Off the mark there with a 3. Smart outside. Doncic against Russell. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Doncic has got 23 points.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. He buries it from 3.
Yeah, the sweet lefty stroke of Russell. I mean, it's a simple jumper, and D-Lo makes it look good.
Doncic passes to Vanderbilt. And here's Smart. Doncic left side. Up and over Russell. And Doncic the bucket on the assist from Smart. He's got 25. Oh, what a performance by Luka Doncic. He has been the story for the Los Angeles Lakers. 25 points and counting for him. They have relied heavily on his offense. We'll be back in a moment. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And from what we've seen from the Lakers, what's your take so far?
Yeah, showing grit on the glass is a good way to gain an advantage. They controlled the boards in the first.
They clearly wanted to be the more physical team, and they are setting the tone that way. I love the work.
The Wizards trail by 9. They've got Rui Hachimura. Hayes is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then there's Marcus Smart, and it's Reeves in at the point. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And Tim, you played your longest stretch with this Washington franchise. How hungry are these fans for sustained success?
Yeah, there's been some lean years, and unfortunately only one banner. Going back to 1978, they are committed to a rebuild in hopes of better times ahead.
And, Legs, you think back to a few decades ago, we had some fierce rivalries in this league. What constitutes a rivalry nowadays?
Well, B.A., it's much more difficult to find those long-term heated rivalries like years past, and that's primarily because of the parity and player movement that we have in the league now.
Here's Russell. Last game for him, he picked up 10. Got a hand on it. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Anthony Davis prefers playing power forward. He said, quote, if I have to play the 5, then it's totally fine. At the end of the day, I trust coach's decision. I'm pretty sure he heard AD wants to play the 4, but I want to win. So if that's me playing the 5, that's what it's going to be. Back to you.
He can do both. Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. And then Russell with the dunk.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
It looked like a let-up from the team in the lead.
Oh, with the quick stop and pop ability, you have to stay close to Reeves.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington. Coming off a win against the Blazers.
And most of the arena was totally against them. But they looked inward, trusted each other, and made good plays.
The crowd noise can make it hard to execute your offense on the road, but they did a great job playing their game.
And while we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for Luka Doncic.
Well, it's a downward trend, and that could be for many reasons. Maybe they're asking him to play different roles. Sometimes it's the guys around you. If you're playing alongside a great rebounder, there aren't as many boards to go around. So you really have to dig into the details to understand why this is happening.
And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. AD beasting down low.
Yeah, when Davis gets that kind of positioning inside, he is pretty much automatic.
Outside Reeves. Back to Hayes. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Hayes has got his second basket on the night. Here's Davis. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Here's Reeves. He picked up 15 in their last win against Brooklyn.
And he promoted team chemistry. That's how you do it, by moving the ball.
Smart. And yep, a couple of bounces and it falls. Smart has gotten his first bucket of the night.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
Throws it up high. Stolen by Davis. Fires the three. Shot's good by Carrington. Carrington's got 6.
Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
Hachimura from long range. Fires in the triple. And the Lakers lead by 14.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling. When defenders give you that kind of space, you have to keep them honest.
And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And some changes here for the Lakers. Kleba, he's checked in for Hayes. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Vanderbilt. Champagnie, he's checked in for Washington. Young comes in for Russell. The Lakers lead by 12. Doncic with it. 20 points for him last game against Brooklyn.
In total command of the offense. The passing was insane, especially when you consider how many points he put up.
And it's Washington with the ball. After the Lakers picking up a basket just moments ago. There's Young with the three. Hachimura with a rebound.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
All right, Grant, we'll talk about the range Trae Young possesses. Just how dangerous can this guy be?
Well, when he's on, he's a nightmare matchup for defenses. Once he crosses half court, he's a threat to score, which in turn really helps open up the floor for everyone else on his team.
And that one's good. Coulibaly.
Good heads-up basketball. Season opening and capitalizes.
Hachimura outside. Doncic outside. To the inside. And finished off by Kleba.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Wizards trail by 15. Outside Carrington. Pass to Davis. Washington moving the ball around. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Champagnie's got his third bucket of the night.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Hachimura, the pass to Reeves. Hachimura outside. Shot clock at 6. From downtown. And there's Doncic. That's good. On the assist from Smart. Smart's got his 4th assist with that last one. Pass to Coulibaly. Shoots from 14. Jump shot is good. Coulibaly's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, defensively, if you come off someone, Young will find him.
Young against Doncic. Shoots over Young. It's rebounded by Washington. Last time they met in Washington.
They just couldn't get it done against this team last time. Their starters got into quick trouble because of some cheap fouls.
Yeah, they were almost too aggressive defensively. Intensity is one thing. It's a good thing, actually, but you must control it.
Here's Doncic. After the basket by Washington. Shoots over Young. Again, the Lakers score.
And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
And the Wizards call time here. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. We're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Here's what Los Angeles is going with right now. DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for Kleba. James comes in for Hachimura. Larabia is checked in for Smart. And it's Kennard in for Reeves. Now here's Young. He's coming off a 40-point game against Portland.
But he also picked apart the defense with his passing. I mean, this guy can really lead the court.
You're still dunking with ease. James is a physical specimen.
There's a minute 47 left in the first half. Outside Coulibaly. And there's the screen. Pass to Johnson. Here's George. Count it. George has got 7 points.
And off the jump, they were effective from deep. I don't know why they haven't continued to fire from out there.
Doncic passes to Aiden. Doncic outside. Fires from deep. Knocks down the triple.
They're going to have to pay more attention to him on the perimeter. He's hit 4 3-pointers already today.
Young from long range. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Now, here is James. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game.
That in-between distance is a tough one to master. Not for LeBron, though.
And the jam by George.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
From deep, here's Doncic. And Los Angeles, another three.
Oh, 5 threes this half. The D can't contain this guy.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And that one's good. Young.
And Young showing you right there all of the handles in his toolkit.
Kennard outside. Pass to Doncic. Screen by James. Goes up at the elbow. Rebounded by Champagnie. Here's Coulibaly. Off the mark. And a bad shot there. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers leading by 17 at the end of the period. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach tonight. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Welcome to the half, as we first take a quick glance at the injury report from around the league. And we're going to take a moment to talk about something. I've been seeing Shaq's face everywhere lately. Kenny, do you think it's fair to say Shaq is the king of sponsorships?
Interesting question, Ernest. Shaq, I do see you a lot in a lot of commercials, but I don't know if I call you the king of anything.
Ernie is right. I am indeed the king of sponsorship. Everybody wants the big diesel stamp of approval.
Shaq, you ever think of doing any pro bono work? I've got a neat spot that I think you'd be perfect for.
Where's that restaurant at?
Switching gears now, let's talk about a common theme from that first half. Luka Doncic all over the highlight reel.
It's crazy how in control Luka really has been. He's running the offense. He's hunting his shots. We're just watching the Luka show right now.
Almost as good as our show, but not quite.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Boy, really an incredible game here from Luka Doncic.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for the Washington Wizards. Trailing by 17. On the court for Washington. Johnson is out there with Trae Young. Then it's Keyshawn George. Then it's Anthony Davis. And it's Champagnie at the 4 slot. Here's Laravia. Following the three-pointer by Washington. Pass to Doncic. Ayton, a screen on Young. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the shot goes down. Doncic has got 42 in the game.
And I bet he wishes they could play this team every night. Things are going great out there offensively.
Johnson finds Young. Rejected by James.
Oh, you gotta be careful around the basket because James will turn these shots right back at you.
Here's Doncic. Pass to Ayton. It's James on the wing. Drives to the hoop. And that's collected by Trae Young.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
And finished off by Davis.
When Davis goes to the rim full force, he punishes a defense.
Tim, you look at his career rate of assists per game. Trae Young, one of the most prolific passers ever to lace him up.
Yeah, B.A., despite the fact that he's known for shot making, it's his vision that sets him apart, and it's the reason you want the ball in his hands.
So it's Los Angeles now, following the three-pointer by Washington. Releases. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles.
Yeah, just 25% to start this half. They're going to have to start getting higher percentage shots.
George outside. Outside for Davis. Second shot opportunity. Rebound by the Lakers. Reeves has got 5 rebounds tonight. To the paint. Back to Doncic. From the arc. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. James has got his 4th assist with that last one. Washington calls timeout. Well, Legs, when we talk about current players, who are the guys you want taking the shot with the game on the line right now?
Well, certainly the tried and true like Stephen Curry and Kevin Durant. You can't go wrong there. Or a multi-time MVP in Nikola Jokic.
And over the last 10 games, here's a look at the teams that have been putting up the most points. In the 3rd spot, Los Angeles.
This team has been on an absolute tear offensively. It seems like they're able to find a shot every trip down.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Oh, A.D. An easy target on the lob.
And there's the power Davis gives you up front. He is a terrific lob partner.
Here's Doncic. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. And he's gone 1 for 1 in the game so far at the line.
First personal foul. First team foul at the line for the Lakers.
Well, you ask the older generation about load management. They'll bend your ear about back in the day, Grant.
Oh, yes, we will. But it's true that today's players average more distance covered per game, even if they're not walking uphill both ways. So you got to take that into account.
Doncic outside. Pass to James. And here's Laravia. Doncic outside. Just 5 to shoot. Over Young. Good. He hits again.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Now Johnson. No points yet. Young, the pass to Champagnie. Nice pass. Nice catch. And a resounding dunk.
And Young isn't just a scorer. He also takes pleasure in creating opportunities for others.
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Here's Doncic. And good! There's another!
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. And there's a whistle. That goes on Jake Laravia. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Now here's Johnson. An aggressive player on offense, scoring around 16 a game. Shot clock at 5. Washington needs to get off a shot. Champagnie.
Don't underestimate James defensively. He can put the clamps on you when he wants. They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, the game is going global. Players Association President and sharpshooter C.J. McCollum said, with all the NBA players who weren't born in the United States, we're attracting fans from those places, and it's going to make our game better. And that's what we want at the end of the day. Back to you, Brian.
Crossing over borders. Allie, thank you. The Wizards trail by 16. Outside Young. From outside, off the mark.
Man, just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Doncic passes to James. Now Aiden. Laravia outside. Washington with a rebound. And after this one, they're at home against Philadelphia. And that's a one-game homestand for the club. Johnson with a bucket.
Yeah, this is what Johnson is out here to do. When the mid-range opens up, he doesn't hesitate firing.
Reeves, the pass to Aiden. And here's Doncic outside. Knocks it down from distance. Doncic has got 55.
Well, he hit 4 threes in the first, and now he's drained 2 more here in the second quarter. Absolutely on fire from deep.
Now here's Doncic. Scoring around 28.5 points a game. A very talented offensive player.
And I know Doncic prefers a straight-on 3 shot, but his touch works just as well there in the corners.
Here's Davis. Shoots over Ayton. And Washington again with the bucket.
And you can see where he's made the adjustments. This half has been much better.
And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. And the Lakers with some changes. Hayes is checked in for Ayton. Hachimura comes in for LeBron. And Smart subbed in for Laravia. And it's 6-10 with almost a 7.5. Another one goes! Incredible!
Another stunning accomplishment in his career. He's now tied for 4th most 60-point games in league history.
He's one of the most exciting offensive players the NBA has ever seen. I don't think you can make an argument against that. That's good from Doncic.
And Doncic is a walking triple-double threat. His versatility and confidence is really special.
Russell finds Coulibaly. Back to Russell. 4-3. Buries it from 3. Russell's got 8.
Unleashes the bounce pass. An accurate assist.
Doncic feeling it out a bit. Up and over Russell. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops.
And when he puts it all together, look at the kind of night Luka can have. Wow.
There's a screen. Russell from outside. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass. Did you see that? I mean, going right to the rim. That's how you finish in the open floor.
And give him a lot of credit for his effort right there running the floor.
Russell, that's good.
Yeah, he'd rather take aim head on, but leave it to Russell to make the corner work for him.
Pass to Smart. Back to Reeves. Inside. Doncic on the wing. Tries it from 16. Another bucket. Wow.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. And there's the lob. Oh, it's stolen by Doncic. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. That one falls.
They're going old school out there now. Working the mid-range part of the floor.
And for Washington, their shooting has been great this game. 58%. And stolen by Reeves.
The smart play. Wait and take the final shot.
You're going to have to be very patient right here. Let's see how it plays out.
Doncic outside. Another one falls. Amazing.
And that's 70.
He is unconscious. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the two-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Well, he knows it's a team effort. It's about finding the best shot, not just his shot.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first three quarters. Rui Hachimura is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then there's Marcus Smart. Then it's Austin Reeves. And it's Hayes in at the 5, down low. That's the Laker 5. And the call will be against Austin Reeves. That's foul number 2 for him. Well, Legs, being a GM in the NBA is a tough gig. What's the most important part of the job, in your opinion?
Well, BA, evaluating talent is still the main responsibility of the job. That includes drafting, free agency, even selecting a coach. But then it's about building relationships, establishing communication, and culture.
Ooh, it sounds like a lot of qualifications that you have.
Well, I'm pretty comfortable right here, if that's okay.
And the basket by Hachimura.
Yeah, well, Reeves is a fantastic passer at his position. His selfless attitude is a big reason why his teammates like playing with him.
Koulibaly, the three-pointer off the mark. Boy, this could snowball if they continue to put up points.
I can't say enough about their performance. He means business. Unlikely to be a comeback on his watch.
Well, when you have the lead, ball security is everything. Just focus on each trip up the floor.
And the Lakers call time here.
Good idea to call timeout. It looked like the guys were getting some heavy legs out there.
All right, fans, here come your Laker girls.
The Lakers making a switch here. Kennard's checked in. The Lakers have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Pass to Hayes. And in recent years, Legs, we're seeing a lot of young teams having success. Also, depth playing big dividends. What's changed?
Well, I think with today's up-tempo style, more players have to cover more ground. It just makes sense that younger, deeper teams are better equipped to handle all that wear and tear.
Young players seem to be more welcome, too, in the NBA culture.
No doubt. They're going to get an opportunity sooner.
A reliable distributor, Russell will find ways to set his guys up.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Here's Vanderbilt. The Lakers with another miss. And so Davis will bring it up for the Wizards. And here's Russell. And Davis gets it to go on the assist by Russell.
He is coming alive here in the second half. That's a nice shot there, and now he is rolling.
Pass to Kennard. He shoots. Hachimura from long range. Nails it from beyond the arc. Hachimura's got 5 points now this quarter.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
Timeout called. The Wizards.
Some noise for your Lakers hype team. Your Lakers hype squad. Let's hear some noise.
And it's a completely new group for the Lakers. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Trae Young, he's checked in for Carrington. Washington has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Young from long range sinks it from distance.
Yep, and he's got his three-point shot back. He did nothing from range in the first half. But here in this quarter, woo, he's got it going.
All right, Grant, as someone who played for and managed the U.S. men's national team, give us your all-time starting five.
And, I think I'll go with two of the program's all-time leading scorers, Kevin Durant and Carmelo Anthony. And finally, you have to have Kobe Bryant because of just how he reset the culture in 2008.
Champagnie, he's checked in for Washington. Doncic hits them both.
And when we talk about franchise players, guys who can carry a team, Luka Doncic is one of the few guys in that category.
Outside Whitmore. No good on the three. The Lakers have gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net. Again! What an avalanche!
Unreal. He's got the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time great individual performances in league history.
Honestly, guys, I don't know how you stop him. He's in the mid-70s scoring-wise. Wilt's 78, Kobe's 81, and then Wilt's 100 are the only higher-scoring games ever.
George, he's checked in for Washington. Johnson comes in for Coulibaly. A nice shot by Young.
I love the resilience. After struggling in the first half, he has turned it on.
Doncic with it, and Davis picks him up. And another one!
And he's nearing the single-game franchise scoring record.
Absolutely on fire. Already a night to remember and approaching some history. Young against Doncic. Back to Johnson. The three. And Aiden pulls it down. The Lakers have got 5 out of 10 shots to drop here in the final quarter. Doncic passes to James. Goes up on the wing. Again, Los Angeles.
And I love LeBron's shot selection. Just has a keen sense for when he should look to score.
Stolen by Ayton. And there's James on the assist from Doncic. Doncic has got his 3rd assist of the night.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
Well, you have to love the execution, and you have to love the relentlessness.
Now Los Angeles with it. They're on a 13-5 run. Good! That's another bucket!
And that ties him for 3rd all-time scoring for a single game. What a remarkable night.
Boy, a game not to be forgotten. He has put on a show.
Yeah, 78 points, tying Wilt Chamberlain's big night back in '61. Up next, Kobe Bryant's 81 points from 2006.
Here's what Los Angeles is going with right now. Hayes is checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Hachimura comes in for James. Kennard, he's checked in for LaRabia. And Smart subbed in for Reeves. A nice shot by Young.
If Young gets in the zone like this, you are in for a long night defensively because he's going to keep coming at you.
Here's Doncic. Yet another bucket.
And incredible. Never thought we'd see another player score this much.
Man, it feels surreal, doesn't it? That score puts him tied for the 2nd most points in an NBA game. What an historic night.
And to think when the night started that we see someone match Kobe's 81. I mean, his performance tonight has been nothing short of magnificent.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. It's Smart on the wing. Kennard outside. That's good. And it's Smart with the assist. Kennard's got his first bucket in this one.
And Smart has always been a good passer, but in recent years, he's really honed in on his playmaking abilities.
Pass to Davis. Hachimura with a rebound.
That's just unlucky. You don't mind him taking that shot at all.
Doncic against Young. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Washington.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Lakers.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And with another win in the bag, they've racked up 46 total on the year.
And that's a sweep of the season series. It's clear who the matchup favored. They'll wish they could have seen more of these guys.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Luka Doncic.
Yeah, no doubt. He was the most impactful player for their offense tonight.
It's good on the putback.
Man, if you don't put a body on Davis, he will destroy you. Second chance points a factor.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. 52 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Please welcome to the floor, the Lakers high squad. Let them hear you. Time right now to get hyped up. The Lakers high squad. Let's hear some noise.
Now let's take a second to present our player of the game, Luka Doncic.
This has been one of the most dominant performances I've ever seen. What's incredible is he has no off switch, just a tremendous motor, and he's making an impact on every single possession. And look at him. You think it's just another game. He is totally in control of his emotions.
Well, they are playoff bound with him rounding into form and playing some of his best basketball. They just got to continue to play together, and we'll see if he's able to keep playing at this level. 52 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. And book it for Vanderbilt.
An impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
Yeah, the atmosphere in this arena has been unbelievable. Great all-around effort by everyone to put this game away.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Young against Doncic. Lets the three fly. Hits yet again. Wow!
He is ripping through this defense and continues his assault on the record books.
And that score moves him into second place for most points in a game.
And with 81 in the rear view, he has only Wilt's 100 mark left. This is the closest anybody has ever come.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Champagnie. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Well, for what he lacks in height, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
So we see the Lakers taking the W here. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. And they were just dominant out there.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce, who is now with our player of the game.
Luka, coming out of halftime, you took it over and you took it to another level. What made you sense it was your time to take over the game?
I mean, sometimes you feel it, sometimes you don't. I think I felt it in the third quarter. I was having fun out there, and my teammates helped me a lot.
Well, when you're feeling it, we like to watch it. Thanks so much. Congrats on the win.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll do it, folks. For reporter Allie LaForce and for Tim Legler and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for joining us. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Luka Doncic.